I'm Eric Dexheimer. I'm a projects editor for the Austin American-Statesman projects team. I'm here with investigative reporter Tony Plahetsky and data editor Christy McDonald, and I wanted to ask them a few questions about this Sunday's story about commercial properties using the courts to get tax bills lowered. First, Tony, could you tell us a little bit about how you came across this story?
Well, this is really part of a wider body of coverage that we've been doing on the Texas property tax system. Our colleague Brenda Bell has done a couple of stories looking at different aspects of the system. But one particular piece that we wanted to look at is how businesses and large corporations are using the court system to almost systematically get deep valuation cuts, resulting in lower tax bills for themselves. We heard that this was going on in other Texas counties and looked into it and found that in fact it is happening really in a large volume here in Travis County.
Now, this story involved a lot of data crunching, and Christian, can you explain what you did to help Tony get the background for this story?
Well, we got all the data of the different lawsuits that were filed over the last 3 years from the Travis Central Appraisal District and looked at year by year the owners of the companies that filed these lawsuits and found that year after year, they would file a lawsuit for every property that they owned in the city, or many of the properties that they owned in the city. So it was like a serial filing of lawsuits to lower their tax evaluations.
Tony, can you give me one or two examples of some of the things you found, maybe some of the companies that use this system to their advantage?
Sure. Among retailers, we found that Walgreens is a heavy lawsuit filer. They've done so a number of times in recent years, not only in Travis County, but in other Texas counties as well. And over the past 3 years, they've gotten about $14.5 million cut from valuations at several different stores throughout the county. That translates to about $370,000 that the company didn't have to pay. We also found other large businesses. For example, AMD has sued the county before and gotten cuts. Other retailers showed up as well. For example, HEB and Randall's have also seen substantial valuation cuts in the past 3 years.
It was a great story. We encourage you to read it on statesman.com and in mystatesman.com.